baseball games, stadium concerts, and taking time off from work all take place throughout the summer. But it's also the time of year for the booze cruise, a splendid tradition that everyone, from city dwellers to residents of tiny towns, looks forward to all year. And although there are plenty of cruises providing the standard sunsets and drinks for a date night or after work in most big cities, some stand out above the rest. So put on your best captain's uniform and set sail with our list of the top 5 alcohol-focused cruises in America. If you are searching for the best floating tiki bar in the US, you should go ahead with one of these. 1. Rocks Off Cruises for Concerts, New York. You must take a Rocks Off performance cruise in NYC at least once in your life. It has its own fleet of floating concert venues and a jam-packed schedule of artists playing all summer long. This summer, visitors may see performances by cover bands like the Grateful Dead and Bruce Springsteen, as well as funk groups like the Dirty Dozen Brass Band and the venerable NYC punks Murphy's Law, aboard multi-level boats with fully supplied bars and smoking-friendly outside decks. You can pretty much count on a fantastic time with amazing skyline views and lots of hidden locations for whatever floats your boat, whether the band is playing on the big 500 capacity Princess, the gigantic 500 capacity Paddle Wheel Queen, or the floating nightclub style 100 capacity Lucille, pun intended. However, there is an escape hatch in the shape of dinghies that leave the boats every hour, just in case things get a bit too hairy or you wind up loathing the band too much to stay with them for the entire 3 hours. Greater than read, is traveling a hobby? The ultimate guide to an exciting way of life. Greater than learn about the downsides of traveling as a hobby. 2. Hawaiian Party Hut, Illinois, Chicago. There is a whole fleet of floating tiki bar boats that you can charter out to throw your own rager on the Chicago River, since Chicago is renowned as a real alcohol cruise town in the summer. The majority of island party hut boats include a built-in waterslide, making them the ideal playground for a group of friends on the 43-foot Havana or all of your friends crammed aboard the 90-person Island Time. Instead of renting one, take one of their 75-minute floating tiki bar tours and see the stunning buildings along the river while sipping drinks and listening to island music. After that, keep the party going with live music, slow smoked pulled pork, and activities like cornhole and bocce ball at the Island Party Hut Pier on the recently restored Chicago Riverwalk. 3. Summer Sunset Cocktail Cruise at Hornblower, California's Marina del Rey. Get off the 405 and aboard Hornblower's Summer Sunset Cocktail Cruise, sailing from Marina del Rey on Wednesdays and Thursdays through September, for an iconic view of that picture-perfect Los Angeles sunset. In addition to a huge drink menu that includes everything from PBR and artisan cocktails to chocolate chip dessert drinks and bottles of Dom Perignon, the relaxed 2-hour harbor excursions include canapés, mellow background music, and a variety of beverages. Wednesday excursions coincide with races between several Marina del Rey yacht clubs, making it the ideal time to take an Instagram-worthy sunset photo with a ton of beautiful sailboats in the background. It's about as laid back as a walk around the Venice canals, like the finest sun-drenched California experiences. Unless of course you consume excessive amounts of El Capitan drinks. This has been seen to occur. 4. Pirate Ship Boomerang, Washington, D.C. At first appearance, you would not believe it, but our country's capital is more than capable of competing on alcohol cruises. The 54-foot party barge fitted out with water cannons and a DJ booth, the fire engine Red Boomerang pirate ship, which sails the Potomac River and can accommodate up to 90 people, is the most notorious of the group. This 2-hour cruise leaving from the Georgetown waterfront can be relied on for mild summer breezes as you sail by the historic DC landmarks and take in the famous skyline at night, whether or not you decide to dress up as a pirate, and plenty of people have been known to do so. On this 2-story pirate ship, there is, of course, a lot of alcohol and a lively dance floor. 5. Tiki, Jamaica, Florida. You're in luck if you've ever been on a drinking cruise and thought, this is great and all, but I wish there was a driving range on board. Tiki's party boats are moored off the Florida Intracoastal in Jupiter, next to the well-known Guanabanas waterfront restaurant, and may be leased by the hour while you wait for a table. Each boat has a skipper, allowing you to concentrate on having a good time rather than driving. Choose between the Big Bamboo, which has a putting green in front, or the Charlie, which has a rooftop driving range so you can practice your short game in between beer curls. Each boat also has its own waterslide and floating mats so you can drink next to the boat like a drunken manatee. You can either purchase beer and wine on board or bring your own booze and food. 6. Cruisin' Destin Tiki Bar, Destin. There are several cruises offered at the Cruisin' Destin Tiki Bar. They are situated adjacent to the Red Door Saloon at 302 Harbor Boulevard in Destin. At the bottom of the dock sits the renowned Boathouse restaurant. The 3-hour Crab Island tour departs from the marina, cruises leisurely via Harborwalk Village, and then over the Destin Bridge to reach Crab Island on the bayside. When you pass by the docks, you get amazing grins and priceless glances on people's faces. Per person, this excursion costs $79.95. A sunset tiki bar cruise is a genuinely divine experience and costs $59 per person. From late spring through late summer, the sun sets majestically straight over the bay waters. Your photos will be just stunning. Additionally, a Harbor Lights Tiki Bar cruise is $59 per person. Holiday Isle, the soaring Emerald Grand, and Harborwalk Village are all lit up brilliantly. All year long, Thursday evenings at Harborwalk Village showcase fantastic fireworks, with exceptionally stunning shows on Memorial Day, July 4th, and Labor Day. This is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, particularly if you are hanging out with close friends on a floating tiki bar and watching the spectacular show above while sipping on your favorite beverages. Many locals will tell you that although Destin and the Emerald Coast are renowned for having some of the most breathtaking beaches in the world, the magnificent jewel-toned sea that surrounds this sugary coastline is actually what makes it so special. Now you too can enjoy a magnificent glittering playground on a tiki bar that truly floats while taking in this gorgeous area of nature. On this really original cocktail watercraft, you may cruise about while sipping on your preferred wine, beer, or tropical beverage. Final words. Based on this article, you will be able to figure out what the best floating tiki bar in the US is. Upon understanding that, you can proceed to have an unforgettable experience in a tiki bar cruise in the country.